All right, here we are, guys. Now, one of the things that I'm going to request for you guys is that you have some side spin on this. So I'm thinking Katana or Kingmaker, and I really don't care which one I use. We'll just see with what we get once we get to the hole. So let's just take a look here. Hole 3. Of course, I don't have much curl for this, so I'm kind of limited with what I can do, just a tiny bit. So it looks like a tailwind. It'd be nice to get, looks like I can get up to that fairway. So if I can do that, it might be more favorable to go right than it is left. However, I didn't bring my Saturn, and that's what I would have really liked if I was to go right. So I'm half tempted here to just go left, maybe with just a hair of backspin, and just kind of launch this down here. I do expect it to land, beyond this bunker. So I'm thinking kind of right here, and I'll usually go about 8 rings. So I'm thinking 5, 8-ish. Let's just see if this has enough carry. I'm trying to get relatively aggressive with this line. Well, maybe it's not as aggressive as I thought. Let's see how far it gets down here. And you can see, even with no topspin, plenty of club to kind of get over here. It looks like I'm just outside the tree line. So it looks like that's pretty much the minimum that you'll want to get that lengthwise off the tee. And I would have actually thought that was going to land just a little bit more aggressive towards the left with the tailwind. But, so that's one thing that you can do, is you can kind of probably go 1 less ring than me or 2 less rings than me, and just get it maybe just a little bit more towards the left-hand side, just a touch. 5 to 10 yards is all you need. As I mentioned, we can go up this way. My only hesitant to do so was I didn't bring my Saturn. And I think I'm going to try to use kind of the backstop with a Saturn if I'm to go that way. Alternatively, I'd rather have this straight-in sniper approach. And it looks like, it should be relatively flat. I'm going to play it essentially 1 per ring here. And let's see if I can get just a little bit of backspin as well. It would be ideal. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to set right on max. I'm going to barely offset the guide, kind of like this, like how you see me have it. And aside from that, about 6 rings here should do the deed. So let's take a look at what this looks like. Just try to straighten that up. Right at 6 rings. Perfect ball. Just off. Man, can't believe it jumped over there to the left that much. But you can see, very straightforward, easy, uphill. I'm surprised, though, that wasn't a little bit better. Surprises me a little bit. Here's what you'll be up against if you go to this right-hand side. You'll have to do, I brought a backbone, which is going to pretty much kind of take me out of this shot, in my opinion. You can see we can't really do anything. It's going to be more of a stop shot or use the backstop. But using that backstop, what I've started to realize in the Master, it's actually kind of really, really challenging to do. So that's one of the reasons that you see me kind of going away from that shot. So hopefully, you guys can come up with a similar drive to the left-hand side there, because you can see how straightforward that is, straight up the hill. Gives you a very good makeable sniper there. And with the side spin Kingmaker that I had, I could have technically drove it a little bit shorter and played just a little bit more side spin around the tree. So it gives me some flexibility side spin wise with what I can do. But good luck with that hole, and I'll see you guys for hole 4 coming up.